Okay, hello, welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is the Fheroes2 project, which for those of you who don't know, is essentially an open source recode of the original Heroes 2, but with various quality of life improvements, such as support for 16:9 resolution, which is what you're currently seeing. We're going to be doing just a simple map playthrough, just to really show off what this project does, and also just to experience a bit of Heroes of Might and Magic 2, which I'm always very happy to do. So we're going to play the map The Clearing. And part of the reason I'm doing this is because I will probably make a separate video talking a bit more about what the Fheroes2 project does, but I do want some actual gameplay footage, so this is a good excuse to play through a map. So we're playing The Clearing. We're playing as the Barbarian because that is a pretty good faction for small maps in particular, and this is a small map. Pretty harsh map, I think, because it does surround you with 4 enemies, and I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that, but we're just going to throw ourselves in and hope for the best. So here is our starting location. As you can see, it is pretty wide open. I'm not sure what those dragons are guarding. That's actually a bit strange. Unless this particular map does ask us to find the ultimate artifact, and I feel like that might be a hint that the ultimate artifact is underneath the black dragons. But because we start off surrounded by enemies, we don't really have a chance to do much about that. Probably just going to have to fight the opponents instead. So for now, let's just go explore. Let's move to the east. Let's get some experience. Let's go for ballistics in this case. We can actually look at our stats and things before we level up, which is one of the features. I'm going to go for ballistics. It's a much better skill. And let's go to the north. We can see lots of peasants. Can just do a quick unit split, which is another feature. We'll go for the peasants. They are guarding a treasure chest, so I think it is worth going for. We are expected to win because we do have the instant battle result shown to us, which is another feature. Then we can go across to this. We have 1,000 gold to spend. We can't quite afford the statue, which is the usual thing I'd like to go for. Since we can't afford that, I think we'll go for the stick hut just so we can produce some orcs. And let's end the turn there. Next turn begins, let's go straight for the gold. It would be good to level up, but I think we do desperately need gold, so that does make sense. Lots of water elementals, that's not going to happen. A pack of rangers for some gold could be doable at some point, but let's go west instead. Then let's go back to this. We now have 3,200 gold, which is enough for another hero, but I think we've just blocked ourselves off, which is kind of unfortunate, but never mind. Let's just go for the statue, I guess. Bit of extra income per turn, and then let's end the turn there. And yeah, we can already see the red player is in range of our town, so we've not had a lot of time to work with. But yeah, let's go to this. Let's pick ourselves up a few of these orcs. Can only afford 5 for now. Then we'll bring these two together. Pass all of these units across. Split like that. So as you can see, army management is a lot faster thanks to the hotkeys. And we're going to send our scout to the south. Grab ourselves some more gold. And this guy could go to the peasant hut to pick up a few peasants. I think we'll go for the rogues instead. We should be able to do this. So a win is expected, 4 losses expected to our goblins. That sounds pretty much what we'd expect. So let's go back to this. Let's split them once again. Let's move towards these. Let's go for the gold. And let's go back to the town, and let's go for... I guess we will go for the den for now, produce some wolves. Our town is a bit vulnerable to attack. I don't think they can reach us this turn, but they're not far off. We'll see what happens. So red almost can reach us. We can also see yellow. Unfortunately, we will take some losses from this, which is... yeah, not a great situation. I'm not sure I actually want to go for the fight. I might just stay in the town until he wanders off. This is the kind of map where I think there is pretty fair argument for playing pretty defensive. Okay, let's go west. Let's just see where this goes. Pretty sure it leads to one of our opponents. Okay, so main hero is just going to go straight back to the town. And we're just going to try and hang on to this. So we should be able to afford a few more units. If we do go for the well, one of the other new features is we can click on the well, and we can just see our creatures immediately, and just recruit them from here. So we're going to buy all the units we possibly can. This is easily enough to fight off the invader. pretty sure they won't attack for that reason, but if they do, we're in a pretty strong position. Okay, let's end the turn there. Hopefully red and yellow will fight each other. Yes, they do. Perfect. And red actually opens this up, takes a lot of losses in the process, and we can now just swoop in and steal that, so that's absolutely perfect. And gold mines in this game are super important, because the only way to increase your income in your town is with a statue. So effectively, you're going to be getting 1250 per turn from your town. If you take a gold mine, it goes up to, of course, 2250 per turn, which is a much bigger deal than in Heroes 3. Okay, someone's been there, let's go back. Yeah, it's a much bigger deal because you don't have the capital, you don't have the town hall, you don't have the city hall, you don't have any of that stuff in Heroes 3, you just have your basic income. So yeah, going for the gold mine as soon as possible is always a good idea. Okay, no losses are expected, however because of our settings we have not given them the chance to cast any spells, so I think we should do that. I'm not sure what I pressed there, I didn't mean to fight that manually, but never mind. Okay, so it's day 6, I think we can go for the garbage heap for the sake of producing extra goblins next week. And making sure the construction continues. Okay, surprisingly quiet, so we steal the gold mine. We go south, we go to this. And if we go east, we can maybe take on yellow. I feel like we do stand a chance, but we have to do it within 2 turns because we do not have long. And I'm not sure where exactly he is. If we take more than 2 turns, he will have the chance to recruit some more units. So I might be better off just going back. Go back to our town. We can't really afford to do too much, so I'm going to go back to this scout. And I guess we could just grab some peasants. Not much else we can really do. So we grab ourselves 25 peasants, and we can move towards this wood, which does appear to be fairly safe. Okay, back to the town. We should probably build something. None of these options really look that great. I guess a moat could help us, but I'd rather not go for that just yet. Let's just end the turn there. Surprisingly, no sign of movement. Okay, so I don't know where our opponents will be. Just gonna grab this. Is there any hint of where the castle is? I wouldn't be surprised if the castles are in the 4 corners. We'll grab ourselves some attack, and let's start moving back to the south. Yeah, if the castles are in the corners, we don't really have too much time to get anything done. So I think I'm actually going to go for the ore instead. Surprisingly heavy losses. Let's try and fight this ourselves. So yeah, as you can see, there is a battle queue, which is a nice feature. This guy can't really do too much, we can't wait in this game, so we just have to, I think, move up in this direction. Those things come forward, we're going to go for a block. When the skeletons move, we shoot the one that's closest to us, we take them out. These guys, I think, are safe to move up. Then let's kill off these. Those things unfortunately can reach us. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that, that was probably preventable. No range penalty, so we can kill these pretty easy. And this is going to be 9 to 10 kills, which is another feature, we can see how many kills we're likely to get. Which you might think makes the game easier, but I guess the counter-argument to that is it just saves you from having to calculate, which you could always do if you wanted to. Okay, so 2 extra ore from that, and we can start moving back towards the town. I think I'd like to go for a mage guild. It's day 1, so we can't really do much about creature production. I think mage guild does make sense. Then we still have 4,000 to spend. So this guy comes with some halflings, this guy comes with some, I was going to say castle units, knight units in this game. Neither of those two really jump out at me as being particularly appealing, so we're going to end the turn there. We can see some movement. I could probably still go aggressive. That probably would work. Gonna go to this. Does teach us archery, which is a really good skill to have. Okay, we'll grab a couple more peasants, and we'll start moving back towards the town. And there is an argument for just picking someone up. Try and chain some units up. Although, if we go back, we can pick up some spells, which might be better. So I've already gone for this. The Oracle we've not gone for yet. Tree of Knowledge we've not gone for. We've got a source of wood just there. also completely undefended. I'm going to move towards that. Then we go back to this. Nothing great we can build. I guess we could go for the moat. Fairly risk-free. End the turn there. Now blue comes to attack. Does steal our ore pit. Apparently being chased by red, I think. Okay, so out of these two, yeah, red is definitely stronger. Have to be careful of that. Alright, so back to this hero, we're going to go back into the town. And we're just going to hold this position. Main hero can go back and fight these two, but I think there's no real need. Let's just go for this. So, 2,500 gold and 3 sulfur. I'm pretty sure we don't have the sulfur, so yep, we can't buy that. That's unfortunate. Go for this next, 2,000 gold. And if we go for this, we'll have to accept whatever we're given, but given this is quite a small map, I'm willing to risk it. Basic estates. Okay, could be worse. Okay, back to this. I guess the best thing to do here is just to recruit as many units as possible. So let's just buy all of this stuff. Then we mix these together. Okay, that should be enough to defend. Then since we can't leave the town, we can pretty much end the turn there, or we can go for a turret. I think if we go for the turret, it makes it pretty unlikely they can take us down. We do have enough ore, so let's just do that. Then end the turn there. Blue steals our gold mine, and red does take them out. Follows up with a second hero. Okay, so red is now slightly weaker. I think we'll go for the crystal first. Then we can't actually reach them. Okay, we do want to get that gold mine back as soon as possible. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the Oracle does. But we're going to move in that direction. Okay, shows us our opponents. So total army strength, we are in fact the strongest. But we have the lowest income. So we need to go and get that gold mine back for sure. Then if we go back to this, we can potentially build the left turret if we want to. I think we're going to hedge our bet slightly and just hold back on that. If we were to go west, we could take these on, but that's not really going to work. We go to fight this directly, that should actually be fine. Yeah, Thundax can't really come for us. I think we'll just deal with the threat. Okay, so we're going to try and fight this ourselves. Okay, so this is going to be probably fine. The gargoyles can fly straight across to our orcs. But this is still pretty safe. Here's some magic arrow. Okay, this stack moves next, let's just kill these off. Pikemen come towards us, we're going to shoot them. Bring these up. These can reach the peasants. To kill them off. Unfortunately, the pikemen can reach the wolves, but they don't actually kill one, so that's perfect. Let's just shoot them. Kill them off, and we've taken a few losses, but nothing really too bad. Then I think we're good just to end the turn there. Could recruit an extra hero. But yeah, these two choices, not really that good. So we can see blue in the west, red goes back to defend. So one thing about this is Fheroes2, also on top of everything else, does have a different AI, which I think a few months ago, I was seeing quite a few people saying that the Fheroes2 AI is worse, but since then I've started seeing people saying it's better. So I think they have been improving it quite a lot. Okay, so I think we're going to go for this. Make sure we get that income, then we go for this. We level up, we've got a choice between diplomacy and leadership. I think we'll go for diplomacy, that's one of the best skills in the game. Then we can go back and pick up some more units. But instead of that, I think we'll move towards this. In theory, we do need to get the ultimate artifact, but I'm pretty sure that requires taking on the black dragons, which is not going to work. Still, this is the only obelisk I see, so I want to see if it does reveal everything, which it doesn't, but clearly it's near our town, and I'm pretty sure it's still the dragons. Okay, let's go for these next. So 5 losses expected to the wolves, that's not really good enough. Bring these up. Skeletons can't get morale, so we should be pretty safe. Okay, we take the shot and we can kill them off in one go, so that's good. We take one loss to the wolves, a couple more losses there. Can these reach us? So they're 4 speed, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be safe. Okay, we did take a few losses to the wolves, which could have maybe been prevented, but I think worth doing. We do get logistics, which is really nice. And let's grab some gold. Start moving back. Go back to the town. To afford the adobe, we still need a lot more wood. So in order to get wood, we need a sawmill. And can't really see one of those around. Best thing we could do is go for this, but to go for this we need some sulfur. To get some sulfur, I'm not seeing many options. If we go north, we could take on the sprites. That's probably worth doing. We don't have to take on the opponents if we don't want to. Let's go for the turret. And let's end the turn there. So if they want to go aggressive, I'm pretty sure we have a pretty good ability to defend ourselves. Thundax is not strong enough to take us on. Let's go south and just see how we get to this. So we can take on a horde of skeletons for access to the gems. I would be tempted to go aggressive. So they have lots of goblins and a few gargoyles. If we go to the west, we can see Ariel, who does have much stronger forces. So Ariel's a problem. Maybe we go take her on. Although if we go back to defend, that probably would work. Okay, we're going to go back to Jezebel. And we're going to stay defensive because I feel like if we just wait for long enough, we do need wood, but if we wait for long enough, we should be able to just defeat the black dragons and win through that. Okay, we take the free level up. We get a choice between basic leadership and advanced estates. We're going to go for leadership, and I think we go back to the town because we do need the spellbook. Okay, so gold supply is really good. Blue doesn't come to attack us. Red is still afraid of us. Sending another hero across, who's also pretty weak. Okay, we're going to go back to the town. Going to pick up the spellbook. We do have magic arrow, which is always nice. We check this, we've already recruited everything we can, but it is day 7, so I think we could stay kind of defensive, but instead of that, I think we start moving north. Not to worry about Lord Kilburn. Yeah, let's go north. Then let's bring Jezebel back. Go for basic leadership. Come back to defend. And nothing we can do in the town, so let's end the turn there. So pretty much the whole of the map is being opened up by our opponents, but I think that's fine. We stay defensive. Pretty sure we got the best income. So Thundax could come and attack us. Let's go back to the town. Let's see if we've got new heroes available, which we do. So there's a Necromancer and a Knight. Neither of those two really appeal, so I think we're just going to go for all the units we can. But yeah, we do need some more dwellings for sure. Need some access to wood. Okay, so back to this guy. If we take on a horde of centaurs, we can get a bit more gold, which is not that great. I think we go for the archery skill. Then we move towards this. And this hero, I think, just needs to hang on to the town. Okay, that should be a good split of both offense and defense. So we're going to stick with that. So red steals the gold mine, but doesn't feel brave enough to attack us. Let's go for this fight next. We will take some losses. I'm not sure there's too much we can really do. Maybe the peasants are a mistake. They don't really help us too much. Yeah, they're too slow to come up and defend. So we're going to be attacked. To protect the orcs, I should have really not gone for that either. Yeah, I could have blocked that space off. Oh well. Okay, could have saved the peasant, but I think that's fine on the whole. Let's go for this, and let's go across to this. We do upgrade to Orc Chiefs, and if we want to, we can go super aggressive against one of our opponents, which I feel like would probably work. We're going to move in this direction. We can see a sawmill at last. Then we go back to this. Still nothing we can really do. I'm hoping these forces will be enough to hang on, but it's not looking great. Yeah, can't really go for the gold mine either. If we go aggressive against this, we can come back, but we will take some losses. Let's at least buy this. Okay, decision time. Do we go for this? I think we probably do, and I think we get rid of this because this is dropping our morale. Let's just do it. Okay, 3 losses expected. We're going to say restart because we do want to give them a chance to cast some spells. Only fair. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Okay, so 3 losses was actually accurate. We're going to go for advanced archery to help us defend, and we can come back if we need to. Okay, let's end the turn there. So blue does not come to attack us, which is great. It means we are now safe to go to the north and pick this up. Then let's go for this because we can. Yellow is probably still weaker than us, so I think that's fine. Take 1,000 gold from this. We can see a level 2 spell just there, but let's go east instead. Grab ourselves some wood. And this is slightly risky, but I feel like... perhaps we would lose. Unless they come to attack us. We'll have to see, I'm not sure. Okay, so at last we do have some wood income, which is exactly what we need. We also have sulfur income, which we might not need, but it's nice to have. Red actually leaves the town. So that to me is an example of the AI not being good, because this is now almost certainly doable. Yeah, I might take some losses, but if it's really just 50 peasants, can't really go wrong. To be fair, it's possible the AI just doesn't know that I was there, if they haven't scouted. But yeah, really, really bad move. Okay, so this time round, I think maybe we go for the marketplace, although actually we need to hang on to our wood as much as possible. I think we don't bother going for anything in this town, we just focus on our main town instead. So adobe still requires 4 more wood. Bridge requires the adobe even. Pyramid requires the bridge, so yeah, not too much we can really do. Okay, so our main town is not really being threatened. We only have 2 sulfur, but if we just go wait... No, this is still too risky. This could defeat us, so we do have to go back. Okay, then is it worth going out to attack? I think possibly it is. Yeah, we should keep the momentum up, I think. Let's go to the south, and let's end the turn there. So blue has taken our wood supply, which is really frustrating. If we look at what they have, it's probably slightly stronger than what we have. If we go back to this, they do have the 2 turrets and the moat, so I think we should probably try to defend. Okay, so at this point we do have 3 sulfur, which makes me think we should actually at least go for the wood supply. So we're going to recruit one of these two. Let's go with the knight because the undead will drop our morale too much. Then we're going to go southeast. Bring this hero back to defend. This hero also goes to defend, I think. Have we visited this? We've not. Let's just go for it. 1000 XP, we're going to go for logistics, and then we fall back. Okay, so with the help of the turrets, I think we should be able to win this. Then going back to this, the wood income has been lost, so still not really too much we can do. Just have to end the turn there. Blue decides not to attack, which is actually kind of unfortunate. I thought we could have won that pretty easy. Okay, so in this case, blue is probably coming to attack our main town. We don't have too much to hold them off with. It's only day 6, so we don't really have enough time. I think we go for this, we buy this, and grab a state since this is a scout. Move back in this direction. And the fastest way to get back... We do want to stop off for the wood, but I think we buy a scout. So let's just get this guy. He goes for the wood. Then we pull back for some safety. I think if we want to defend... Yeah, we need to go as far as possible, because if we go towards the ore, and blue stops in front of our town, we want to have the max chance of cutting him off. Okay, I think that's going to have to do for now. I could start building marketplaces and do some trading, but I think 13,000 is not that big a surplus. So let's end the turn there. Blue has come to attack us. Doesn't attack our hero. This guy clearly considers it. Not sure if he ran out of movement points. I feel like we could take that on. But yeah, it's day 7, so it's definitely time to come back. We are up to 9 wood. Gonna go for this. 1000 XP. Let's go for basic diplomacy, I guess. Can't see any sign of rough terrain, so that's fine. Gonna start moving back. Gonna bring this guy back too. So if red goes for this town, it's pretty hard to defend. I'm not as bothered about hanging on to this, although it is day 7, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, he's clearly going straight for the town. Must know it's there. Okay, so what else could we do? I guess we didn't have to come back, but this still seems fine. We're going to pass across the wood supply, because that's what we really need. Pass across most of the units. Get ourselves some peasants. Okay, that should be fine. Then we go west for safety. So at the moment it looks like red is going to go north, blue's going to take the town, and red is not going to be strong enough to take that back. I think we don't want to get involved either. I could recruit a hero just for the sake of doing some damage. We check their well. They have got a few units available, and I guess... Yeah, 280 gold, can't really go wrong. Yeah, so we go for the peasants. We're going to go for a couple of rangers too, which probably won't do too much, but let's just see how that goes. Do some damage with the turrets. Okay, so next thing for this guy to do, I think we want to at least open something else up. Maybe the Grand Elves. That's going to be tough because we have some pretty slow units. But I feel like that's the obvious thing to do. There is some wood up there too. Take on the goblins. But that probably won't work. Okay, so this guy is fortunately still alive. I think we're just going to go and see what this is. Okay, so it's blind. That is worth going for. Can't go for this for now. Can't really do too much else. I think we stay put. Okay, so I think Jezebel probably stays where she is. We can go for this if we want to. Could Jezebel go for the gold instead? I guess she could. Yeah, we could do a chain, but I also think that now that we do have wood supply, we can stay fairly defensive. Okay, back to this. We still need to wait for one more turn, which is really unfortunate because it is day 7. Could have produced a lot of extra ogres, but that's gonna have to do for now. Let's just end the turn there. Feel like some bad things could happen. So blue actually chooses not to attack our hero, and our main hero does get attacked by this guy, who is actually stronger than us, as we can see from the sheer number of archers. Got to weaken those as soon as we can, but not really too much we can do. These guys have 6 speed. How much do these have? They just have 4. So 6 speed should be enough for us to reach the archers if we need to. And they do just kill us off. Okay, this situation is not good. Can kill off quite a few of them. Weaken them as much as we can. Then they go for those. Then they start coming forward with the melee units. And in this case, we are probably pretty screwed. Thought we'd do slightly better in this fight, to be honest. Do have more than I thought, though. Yeah, we're pretty screwed. Okay, so we can kill off 2 to 3 if we go for the shot, but starting to run out of steam. How many of these can we kill off? 9 to 11. I think we magic carry these. Then kill these off. Okay, let's go for surrender. 1400 gold. Done a pretty good chunk of damage, and red can't quite reach us, which is great. So we do get this guy back. And we also have the option of a level 1 wizard. But yeah, let's go for Jacqueline once again. So we come back with a few of our units. Maybe should have done that sooner, but never mind. Okay, we go for this. We're going to go back to this. We're going to go for, at last, the Adobe. Then we can pick up some more units. Okay, so that's a fairly solid defense. Obviously, we shouldn't risk the fight with the Grand Elves, so we should just come back. Could go for some peasants. But no, let's keep it simple. Make ourselves as strong as possible. Yeah, I think the most obvious thing about this AI so far is they don't appear to like to go for your heroes if they can see a more pressing target, but there are ways to take advantage of that. Okay, so if we go out and attack them directly instead, that should actually be fine. We're much stronger from range now. Blue is also coming towards us and is also quite strong. But I'm pretty sure red just chooses not to attack unless we go for them first. We also saw that they don't really have spells, so I think this does make sense. We can prevent the losses. Okay, so most important stack, I don't think we really have one, but the melee units are maybe slightly closer to the orcs. Okay, he does have some more spell points. That kind of sucks. Okay, so pikemen are killed off, swordsmen come closer. Let's start moving these down. They get attacked, that's fine. Can't really do too much to protect ourselves, but might as well go forward. Let's actually have a look. So these guys have 4 speed, so they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, they can reach us. If they have to go around the ogres, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and they can't, so I think we move up. Okay, so 4 speed, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. They can reach us if we go there, but if we go here, we should be fine. Stand corrected, I miscounted that. Ah, that was a terrible decision, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, was that worthwhile? Mainly did it for the 920 experience. We do get the ever-hot lava rock, which I don't think helps us that much, and red is now dead. Could maybe reach Alamar, but I think we do need to go back and defend. Yeah, Alamar's not that scary, I guess. Maybe the unicorns could be bad. Going fully aggressive might have made sense. We do have access to the various units from this town. So the two hero choices... pretty much identical. Okay, so let's just go with this one. It makes absolutely no difference. And let's go across to this. Let's pick up the best units we can. And I think we do have enough gold that we can justify building this up too, but this does require a lot of wood. Yeah, still need loads of wood. Still, we've got a bit of a decent second hero built up. What can we do with this? So, of the things she could go for, she could go east and check this out. She can go for the gold just here, which I think should be fine. Does she have a spellbook? She should do as a wizard. Yeah, she does. What was that about the dragon? No, Black Dragon will take out a Titan any day of the week. That's just a standard rumour. Okay, let's go for this fight. I think we should be fine. A few losses expected. I do want to try and protect the marksman. There are lots of them. Okay, let's go fully defensive. Okay, those come closer. Let's actually go for these instead. Okay, if we go for this, it's 6 to 8 kills. There are 13 in total. Is that worth doing? These guys move next. But they can't reach us. So I think I will actually go for it. Then these could go for the attack on these. 8 to 12 kills, that's pretty decent. Move these forward because I don't mind if those die. And kill these off. Yeah, they do go for the peasants, that's fine. Go for this attack, we kill them off. So 17 losses to the peasants, absolutely worth it if we go for this. Do we want to grab ourselves a level up instead? I think we still go for the gold. Then we go across to this, we level up, we go for mysticism. And not going to take on lots of ogres, just come back. Then we got our scout just here who can't really do too much. I think we'll just move south. Actually, let's check this out. So the oracle tells us we are no longer the strongest, we're now second strongest after blue. Ahead of the other two though, and our income is also behind blue, so that could be a problem. I'm going to risk going slightly further south just to scout. Then I think this guy is probably fine to move out, but let's stay put for now. Move our slower units out just to give ourselves some more movement points. Pretty sure this does work. I'm going to save the game just in case. Yeah, just in case I've misunderstood that mechanic, I think saving the game does make sense. Okay, let's end the turn there. Blue is coming towards us, but chooses not to attack, and does attack from that side instead. Let's see what they have. Okay, nothing too scary there. I think that's fine. So we have no access to spells, there's no point saving this hero, I think we just retreat. We have of course passed across our wood artifact to our main hero instead. Okay, so do we go aggressive against blue? I think probably not. Yeah, if we just hold where we are, we might be okay. This teaches us logistics, which is exactly what we need. Not been to this just yet. I think we'll go back to the town. Then if we check our income, we have 4 wood currently, which is not too much. We need 20 ore in total for the bridge, which is the next thing we need. We go back to this instead. This one requires lots of wood, and Cathedral does require... Actually, just like in Heroes 3, the top level building, top level dwelling for the Knight faction doesn't require the jousting arena. So we can afford that as soon as we get the crystal, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Okay, let's go back to this guy, and let's just go... We could go towards this, but that's all a bit risky. I think we go west instead. Both options are risky, but this one feels a bit more promising. Then Jezebel's a bit too good to really risk. So let's go back to this guy, and do we go out for the attack? I feel like we'd win, but the losses would be quite bad, so I'm not going to risk it. Okay, let's end the turn there. Blue chooses not to attack us. That's actually kind of frustrating, but this guy does survive. Go explore. Okay, so we can see a blue town, we don't know who defends it. I think we will still move in that direction. Then if we go back to this guy, same problem as before, I'm not sure we're strong enough to really go for this. We'd probably win, but we'd take a few losses. If we're really lucky, then Alamar might go for the Grand Elves and open up the gold mine. But I'm not really sure. Okay, let's move in this direction for now. And this hero, I think, could go towards all this stuff. We have to take on lots of boars, which are kind of hidden, but that should be quite winnable. We've already recruited everything we can. We probably do want the halflings, just in case. And might as well take the boars as well. Okay, we're going to give this a go. I think it should work. Lots of boars shouldn't be too bad. Quite a few losses expected, but we'll see what we can do. So not too worried about protecting the halflings. Go straight for the attack. Shouldn't have done that really. Doesn't really help us too much. Okay, so for now this is still pretty safe. They can't get through this little patch because the log is blocking them off on that side. This stack does move next, which is 3 boars. They have 6 speed, so they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can pretty easily reach. I think, in that case, check these out too. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can also reach. Okay, not an easy choice. I think we actually stay put. These do come to attack us. Those go for the halflings instead. Okay, we're forced to attack, so let's just go for this. Six boars just here. We have 3 hit points left. Let's play it safe. And these guys, 3 hit points left too. They'll get 2 to 3 kills, which is not too great. Pretty much impossible to stop the losses here. I think we go for this. So we kill that boar off. These guys should really wait just to protect the marksman as much as possible. And let's go for this. Okay, take another loss. Yeah, we kill these off. The losses are not too bad. We open lots of stuff up. So this is guarded by a paladin. I think we can do that, but let's go for a bit more of a split just to be safe. I'm not actually sure what this is. Yeah, no losses expected. We get the powering, which is going to give us +2 spell points per day. Obviously worth doing. Okay, so going back to this guy, I feel like could go for this. But no, let's not. Could look into upgrading some of our buildings instead. So upgraded stick hut is now available to us. Upgraded adobe requires just a little bit more ore, which should be quite doable. Tempted to recruit another hero. I feel like we could work with that. So Maximus has come back to us. Still has his skills. Let's just pick him up. Then Maximus goes south. And we're going to grab this. Yeah, I'm just going to end the turn. I feel like being pretty defensive here can be justified. So this guy still lives. Let's just move in this direction. Grab some free resources. This guy goes for this, gets us some extra ore. Then we go for this too. Bit of mercury. We can see yellow coming towards us, but we can't see what they have. Okay, going to this next, let's go for the gold. 4 gems from that, then we go for this. And this is view towns, which we don't really need to do because we can pretty easily tell where the 2 missing towns are. Okay, so at what point will we be strong enough to take on several black dragons? I think not anytime soon. Yeah, I think we hang on for now. Maybe go for the upgraded adobe. Okay, not a completely straightforward situation, but I think that's okay. Go towards this, and question is, do we go for the Grand Elves, assuming this guy won't attack us? And I feel like he probably won't. So in that case, I will actually go for this just for the immediate power spike. Then we will upgrade these. Then we go west. Go back to this, we're going to split these into 2 separate stacks. Okay, the losses here could be kind of bad, but I think we have to do it. Okay, so we do get the first move. Let's go for Magic Arrow on this stack at the bottom. Okay, they're going to kill off the wolves. Not too surprising. Maybe should have split into 2 different stacks, but it wasn't completely clear that would be the best choice. Keep moving forward. Kill these next. Okay, wolves do survive, that's perfect. These guys just skip. These go for the block. Please kill these next. Okay, so losses, we pretty much lost all of the wolves, but we do get really good supply of gold for that. Also get ourselves some gems, and I think we start moving back now, but we should split these up, just to be safe. Okay, so we might be too weak to take on blue at this point, but we'll see what happens. Going back to this, it's day 4, I think there's no big need to go for the farm. Still have 5 wood for now. So next thing to go for, upgraded adobe. Should be able to get that in up to 2 turns time, but problem is, if yellow comes towards us, he might be stronger than us. Just have to see what he has. So blue does not come to attack us, yellow is moving towards us. I'm assuming yellow's pretty good. Not actually that good, okay. Alright, let's pass all of this stuff across. Let's go with archers over boars. Split these up for safety, and I think we just go for this attack because we need to protect our ore. Oh wow, okay. Oh, 19 of them. Okay, that's unexpected. I'm hoping they don't have too many spells. They are surprisingly fast. Only kill off 1 per shot as well. Wow, okay, I've really underestimated these. 5 speed, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can reach us if we go to defend. But they are faster than us, so there's not really too much of a choice. Let's try and weaken them. Okay, we're gonna go just 1 step forward. These go for the attack. These come forward, but not quite into range, so just go for the attack again. At this point, not really too much we can do. Magic arrow once again. Okay, they do go for the attack, they take out the peasants, we can shoot them once again. Then can go for the attack if we want to. 0 to 1 kills. Go for this again. So we get 1 kill if we go for this, then they can attack us. Maybe still worth doing. Thing is, we can't stop them reaching the ranges, which... not a good situation. Still think we kind of have to. Okay, so they make their move, they go for the curse on the ranges, and they do attack them. I think we just go for magic arrow. Then, do we go for this? We'd pretty much lose all our ranges. I think we'd walk away instead. This won't get a kill, but I think we still do it. Maybe the wrong choice. Damn. I thought we were strong enough for this. So these guys have just 2 speed, so if we move up to here we should be safe. If we decide to go for the attack, I'm still going to do it, just to absorb the retail. Yeah, magic arrow does nowhere near enough. Okay, they've got 5 speed, so if we move up to here we should be safe for at least 1 round. Still got 12 spell points to go. But actually can't now get around the zombies. I think we have to go for this. Do take 1 loss. Magic arrow once again. So we've got 8 hit points left. I think we don't go for the attack, we just try and move away. You get cursed. Can't really move away at this point. 21 hit points to go, I think we go for the attack. Gonna try and move away. Of course we can't win this, but we can try and do as much damage as we can. Yeah, it's time to retreat, unfortunately. Wow. Okay, they were a lot tougher than I thought. Okay, a bit of a bummer situation. What can we actually do to make up for that? Not really too much. The idea was to protect the ore mines, but that's not really going to work. If we were to go and attack all this stuff, I think they're about to reinforce, that's not going to work. Let's go back to this guy and just pick up some resources, so that is actually enough ore. I think we'll go for this. 2,000 gold on a scout, that's not worth doing. Move in this direction. Okay, so this guy is not strong enough to go for a proper attack, but I think he can move in this direction. We are 11 ore from being able to afford the bridge. Yeah, there's not really any great sources of ore. Could go for the ore mine to the west if we want to. Is this a fight we could win? So if we have a look at this, we have 8 spell points. Can't remember how well guarded these are. This doesn't tell me, does it? Nope. Okay. Do we just go for the ore pit? Question is, can we defend from Gwyneth? I doubt it. If we pick up a completely new hero like this, for example. Kalindra we should try and get back, of course. Myra the Wizard. That should actually be fine. We go for Myra the Wizard. She should be defended by the towers. They only have melee units, so that should be safe. Then we're safe to go to the west instead. Move towards this. Then Jezebel doesn't have too much to do, but let's move in this direction too. Okay, for now we're just going to stay put. This town is harder to defend, but should still be okay. We could also pick up Joe Josh. I think we should get Joe Josh, actually. Move all of this up. Okay, now she's gonna go to the south, I think. Go back to this. We're gonna pick up Joe Josh here. Then we upgrade these. Now we've got a pretty good defense. That should work. Then we go back to this. So a few peasants against a hero who didn't appear to have any spells. That should be okay, I think. Okay, let's just end the turn there, see what happens. So blue does go out of his way to attack us. Let's see exactly what he has. So 6 unicorns, 9 Great Druids. Way too strong for us. Okay, blue comes up from there too, but green wipes them out and starts going back. Maximus gets attacked. So Maximus is okay, but I'm not sure it's worth paying any money to... Yeah, we're not going to protect the boars, of course. Decide to flee instead. Yellow is about to take our mines, which is quite annoying, but is what it is. So, several Hydras, nothing else. I'm going to go for this, and I am going to risk going south. Can see another obelisk. Reveals a bit more of the map. That appears to suggest that I was wrong. Because the dragons, I think, are right there. So the ultimate artifact must be somewhere around the peasant hut. That's interesting. We should probably recruit some heroes. Just see what we can do. It's day 6, and I don't think Gwyneth can threaten us that much. Okay, so do we go towards the Xanadu? I can't remember if we need to be level 10 for this. I'm going to go aggressive instead. Then this hero comes up to here, and we are going to start digging. Going to pick up as many heroes as we can. And we're just going to dig wherever we can. So 12,000 gold, this seems to me like the obvious thing to do. We've taken this guy from our opponents, but he doesn't come with artifacts. Okay, so we've got one more hero slot to go. So we've got a choice between a wizard and a warlock. Go for the wizard. Still got 7,000 gold to spare if we need it. Send this guy up. And Joe Josh goes back to defend. Pretty sure he is strong enough. Colosseum raises our morale by 2, but it's way too expensive. I think we avoid going for the upgraded adobe, and we save our ore for the bridge instead. He's not actually gone for our ore pit, which is nice. Okay, last thing we're going to do is bring Jezebel up too. Being honest, I didn't think the scenario would be as simple as to just dig by the town, because could have done that from day 1, but we'll see what happens. So, no immediate threat to us. So if we were to go north, we can take on Craghack, who's not too strong, but Alamar's just behind. I think let's push aggressively towards the south. We can see a green hero just there. They're not going to be able to recruit reinforcements for at least 2 more turns, so that should be safe. Then we go across to this, we're just going to dig. That's not clear ground. Okay, I forgot how that works. So it's not on the river, clearly. Perhaps it's right next to the dragon. So even though it's not where the dragon is, doesn't mean we can get it. Try this one. Nope. This might have been a massive waste of gold getting all these heroes, but never mind. Which one is this? This guy. Not on clear ground because there's flowers just there, okay. Didn't realize it's that sensitive. Dig again, it's not there. Okay, so this guy's moved, this guy has moved. She's moved, Joe Josh is defending, and Jezebel has not yet dug. Not there either. Okay, so it's probably next to the dragons, I'm guessing. That would explain why the dragons are there. So I'm going back to my original theory. I think it's under the dragons. Still, the good news is we should be about to take a third town, and this should come with some unit production, although the defender will probably come back, and we might not be strong enough. Although that particular defender just had hydras, which shouldn't be too bad. This town should be safe. Okay, let's just end the turn there. We are close to the point where we could just build a marketplace and try and trade the bridge. But I feel that's probably too expensive. Just gonna see what kind of cost we're talking. So if we trade 15 gems, we can get 3 ore. It wouldn't be terrible, because we're not really going for spells. Is this worth doing? We'd have to trade everything, and I think on the whole it's not the right thing to do. Okay, so with that all being over with, yellow is annoyingly taking our gold supply, but I think we accept that, we end the turn there. Blue is moving aggressively towards us, not too surprising. Krakak is scouting. Green, I think, is trying to flee. Yellow chooses not to attack green, which is not a massive surprise. Okay, so the good news is we can take this town. I think we do that first. So the defenders are pretty weak. Let's just go for the manual attack. Will this kill them off? 10 points of damage. I'm pretty sure that's not enough. So yeah, losses pretty much unavoidable. Still, we take their town. Their town is presumably quite good. So we get access to the waterfall. They do have the dungeon, they do have the statue, so really good income. For some reason they never built the crypt. That's a strange one. I guess it's really expensive in terms of ore. And I suppose AI might be struggling with that too. Okay, so it's day 1. We're not at threat of being attacked next round. Let's go to this first. Let's just double check that the ultimate artifact isn't right underneath us. Yeah, this is not going to work. This technique, I can already tell. Okay, Jezebel goes up to here. This guy digs. Can't even remember which ones have moved. Yeah, can't see this working. Okay, so this town does have some units free to recruit. If we have a look at what those are, we can get some griffins, some hydras, some centaurs. I think we can get some of that stuff just to defend. If we go back into this. So we've got Agar the Warlock and Frodo the Warlock. I think we'll go for either of those two would be fine. We do have to get rid of one of our heroes in order to recruit though. I'm not sure why they didn't get the waterfall, that's also kind of surprising. So this is also another feature. If we have a look at this and we right click, it does tell us no enemy retaliation. That kind of detail is missing from the original game. Okay, so Marketplace is maybe an option. But I think what we do instead is we assume this is all pretty safe and we just recruit. Recruit some basic defenders. Yeah, we assume that's safe, we go back to this guy, we take out this hero because we can. Very few losses expected, I'm just going to accept that, I think. Then we start moving east. Going back to this, let's just pick up some defenders. So let's go with some Orc Chiefs, some Wolves, and some Ogres. Bring all of this stuff together. Okay, so that's not the best defense, but it should at least hold off most weak heroes. Have I dug with this one? Yeah, okay. Alright, that place has not been dug. Most other places have. Okay, day one, we can recruit some more units from here if we want to. We're very close to building the bridge, which is nice. Doesn't really help us with the dragons too much, but might help slightly. Okay, let's end the turn there. At this point, I think we are at least kind of matching blue for strength. Okay, nobody goes to attack. I think they're moving towards our town. But we can defend this for sure. I think that's the obvious thing we do. So if we go for this, do we have enough movement points to come back? I'm not actually sure, and I don't think this mod, or it's technically not a mod, I don't think this version, Fheroes2, tells us exact movement points like the HD mod for Heroes 3. At least not in the current version. Okay, so if Alamar comes to attack us, that's obviously a big problem. I think we kind of have to go in, and probably shouldn't risk going for the XP, although if we check this out, we can see we are level 6, we have 7,000 experience, we are very close to our next level up. I feel like we do have enough movement points. It's kind of borderline. We don't want to get stuck outside. I think we just go in. Then let's bring these together. Okay, other units we can use. We've not got the maze for Minotaurs. We can get some Griffins, but we'd have to get rid of, I think, the Wolf. I think we just do that. Get rid of the Wolf, recruit the Griffins, and is there much else we can do? So we got the turrets, we got the moat. The rest of this stuff doesn't really help us defend. Yeah, I think we'll leave that be. Okay, so back across to this, let's go into this space. Move this one down. Move this one down too. Jezebel I think can dig, but it's not there. This guy dig? Guess he's already done it. Okay, I can't really keep up with what I'm doing with the digging, it's kind of tedious. Whatever, I think that'll have to do. Okay, so back to this guy, he's going to stay in place. These heroes, I think, stay in place. This hero carries on defending, although we could go out. Yeah, Jojosh can go out. So we're going to go claim this again. Then start pulling back. This town is completely safe, and yeah, it's just our Warlock town that's threatened. So is there any more we can do for this guy? I guess we could maybe look into upgrading the Mage Guild, but we've got some pretty nice spells. We are going to have full spell points, I believe. So let's see how that goes. So blue does not come to attack us. Sends their scouts, and yeah, nobody at all comes to attack us, I guess because we're now defending. Unfortunately, we are now very slow because we have waited there for a turn. Okay, do we go for the attack on blue? I think we probably don't. Let's just go in hero order. Maximus next. Yeah, this is very obviously not going to work. Not on clear ground. Yeah, it's obviously under the dragons. It's really obvious. So what else could we do with our scouts? We could send Jezebel up. Let's just do that. Then Jojosh, I think, goes back. We can build the bridge at last. And let's just go straight for the recruitment. Okay, for simplicity, I'm just going to get rid of these. And other heroes, again, not really too much they can do. We can try and pass some units across just to upgrade them. Go for a temporary swap. Go back to the town, we go for the upgrade. To make this as bulletproof as possible. Okay, so next objective, the green tower's not going to happen anytime soon. The maze is actually kind of affordable, but we need a bit more ore for the crypt. Okay, so if we were to send this guy out, it's a little bit risky. I think we at least leave these behind because they're too slow. Well, the ogres are slow too. We should surely have enough movement points to go for this. So we do level up, we can go for Pathfinding Expert, which doesn't actually help us. Let's go for Ballistics instead, and we can get back. We could maybe go for Alamar at some point, but I think it's not the right choice to go for that. Still a bit dangerous. Pretty sure he won't attack us, but as long as we hold on to the majority of towns on the map, we are kind of getting the advantage overall. Go to this, get ourselves some more gems, and let's pull in the direction of the Archer's house, which we should have been, I think, making more use of. Okay, if we look back to this, the cathedral, we don't have a source of crystal, so we're not really going to go for that at any point. Some units available in this town, but I think not really worth spending the gold on. Okay, let's end the turn there. Wait for our opponents to decide what to do, because they should be starting to wipe each other out. So blue is coming towards us with Craghack, who has got a lot stronger. Are we strong enough to take him on? I think maybe not. So upgraded bridge is relatively cheap. Upgraded Adobe I think makes more sense because the upgrade to ogres is much more substantial. Makes them a lot faster. And still recruit some goblins. And at this point they're going to start chasing all of our heroes away. Is it worth trying to stop them? I'm not really sure we're strong enough to do much about that. Just spread these out. Okay, so this guy I think will go to the east. Then these heroes can't really do too much. We'll just pick up a few peasants, and that's really pretty much pointless. Will they come in this direction? Perhaps, but just gonna have to run in different directions, scatter to the winds. So blue has come to attack us, but potentially left this base kind of undefended. But at the same time, we need to make sure we're strong enough to hold off the opponents to the east. So with that being the case, I think we probably should risk leaving the town. Making some moves in this direction. Is this a mistake? It's hard to be sure. If we need to, we can just surrender and go back. So this is guarded by a paladin, that should be completely fine. Let's just go for it. Let's accept. So we get the Witch's Brooch of Magic, which is going to give us +3 spell power. That's not bad. This guy needs to run off. This guy also needs to run off. This hero goes for this. We pick up some archers, so 11 archers in total, and then we'll start going towards this town once again. Okay, so that's a pretty solid defense. Should be able to hold off Alamar, I think, with the help of the towers. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so let's end the turn there. Blue comes to attack us. I'm just going to accept that, I think. Doesn't quite reach our other hero, but this one does. Let's at least try and preserve ourselves. So 17 Greater Druids. That is definitely too strong for us to hold off. So this is a bad situation, but they can't quite reach us just yet. Okay, difficult situation. What can we possibly do about Alamar? He's way too strong for us. We can at least get Spellbook. But that's not really going to be enough. We can upgrade the bridge. Out of desperation, we could go for the Colosseum, but that's way too expensive for what it does. Don't really think it's worth doing. Yeah, we're way too weak to hold this off. Okay, so let's go for this and hope for blind. It is Haunt, which is not really what we need. Okay, do we go aggressive just to try and get our town back? I think it does make sense to move in this direction for sure. And we can see green. Green's very weak, so if we just put any kind of defense in this town, that should be enough. So we could pick up either of these two. Let's just go with this guy, and that alone, I think, should be enough to hold the town. Then this guy's going to go scout. No point recruiting heroes. Going for the upgraded bridge, that is kind of expensive for what it does. I think if anything, we're better off just going back to this town, going for the crypt. Then we can go for the maze. And that's very affordable. I think that makes more sense. Then going back to this, we have no ore left to spend, and this town is currently unthreatened, so that should all be fine. Let's go for this next. Grab ourselves some gold. Move in this direction. And yeah, I think we kind of have to accept this. Not a huge amount we can do in this situation. If we go towards Green's town, we might be strong enough to take that from them, so I'm going to move in that direction. Is it Green that has... I can't even remember who has the final town, because it should be yellow, right? Unless I've forgotten. Not really sure. I think we have some horrible fights coming up, so probably worth just pulling off the plaster and ending the turn. Yeah, that's probably going to have to do. So this town is of course defended, not that easy to take out. Let's just move in this direction, and yeah, that's all we can do. Let's end the turn there. Blue does not come to attack our town, but does steal some of our stuff, and yellow is on the way out with another hero, which is quite a weak one. Okay, so Alamar is moving towards our strongest hero, but our strongest hero is probably not strong enough. I think maybe we move away. Although, if we can hold them off until day 1 of next week, that would make it a lot easier for us to hang on to this town. So I think, yeah, it's annoying, but staying defensive does make sense. That way we're at least safe for 1 more turn. Craghack's not strong enough to take this town, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we've got 2 more days to hold off until we get a fresh batch of reinforcements. Go for basic estates. Okay, so Mandagul has a few pretty basic units. We're just going to move to this. We're going to grab ourselves the experience. Actually, that is one situation where pathfinding is actually less useful than Eagle Eye on this map. It's a very rare thing. Blue is probably going to kill us, but let's just go for this. Grab ourselves a small amount of ore. Really got nothing to do with these heroes. There was an attempt at getting an easy win, but it of course didn't work out. Okay, so we could maybe go for Craghack, but that obviously doesn't make sense. We need to try and hang on to our towns as much as possible. We can take the slower units off Jacqueline if we're confident Alamar can't reach. I'm fairly confident he can't. So let's just take these slower units. Before the week ends, we can go for the maze. Minotaurs are extremely good units, just like in Heroes 3. In this town we can go for the jousting arena if we want to, but we've already established it's not necessary for the cathedral, although still probably worth doing. We're obviously doing fine for wood income at this point. Let's get the extra production. Then going back to this. Upgraded bridge is not too far off. So we're still the strongest player. I think this is still the right way to handle things. Blue almost can reach us, but can't quite reach us. Green has been vanquished. And yellow looks like is going back to defend. Okay, so if we get a fresh batch of reinforcements, maybe we can win that fight. I think we step out, pass these units back. Then this guy goes to safety. Then Jacqueline goes back. Okay, so these choices, this time round it's day 7, let's just get some extra centaur production. And do we want the Minotaurs? Maybe next week and we leave the ogres to defend, but not just yet. Okay, so these two appear to be relatively safe. Cragheck is going to the south, and can't really see too much else we can really do. So out of these heroes, got a bunch of level 2s, and Jezebel who's level 5. So Jezebel goes to this, gets logistics, goes across to this, park ourselves in the town until next week, then we can pick up a pretty strong Night Force. Okay, there's probably some little things I could do to optimize, but I feel like we're relatively safe. I guess if Joe Josh goes for this, that's probably fine, although it might bait them back with Alamar, but let's just do it. Same situation as before, I am actually going to save this because it might just be a case of me forgetting how the mechanics work, but I feel like, from my understanding, it is safe to do this. That way we're left with just 2 average speed units, which gives us a bit of extra movement. Might need that to chase them down. Okay, so I might be wrong about that, but let's just see what happens. So blue chooses not to attack our main hero, but does come to attack this guy. See what he has. So yeah, it is still the 17 Greater Druids. Pretty solid batch of units. Doesn't choose to attack our town. Okay, so the question is, are we strong enough to take that on if we just pick up as many units as possible? So we can get 8 Minotaurs. If we go for the upgraded maze, that's obviously affordable. So we can now go for, let's have a look. So 8 Minotaur Kings. I'm still not sure that's strong enough because Greater Druids are the equivalent of Minotaur Kings, and he's got loads of those. Hydras are the equivalent of Unicorns. They're way too slow. Don't think we picked up Haste. Yeah, no haste. We do have Magic Arrow, we do have Bless, but no haste. It's annoying because I feel like maybe it's doable. We do have the flying units. We should definitely pick up whatever units we can. So, we for sure want the Minotaur Kings. So if we go for the Gargoyles, we do have the option of flying across and going for a block. Is that better than going for about 36 Centaurs? Maybe not. I might try this. Yeah, we go for the extra Hydras. So 9 Hydras in total. Our spellcasting is not great, but if we can take this guy out, that's such a huge step forward. We're gonna try it. Okay, I had a feeling that might happen. Let's see if we can do slightly better than the auto-resolve. I fear that our lack of spellcasting skill is gonna let us down. Okay, so yeah, 10 spell points in total. Magic Arrow we can go for 3 times, does 40 damage each time, which is gonna kill just 1 Greater Druid. It's not great. These guys have 5 speed. So 5 speed is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go down to here, double check this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go down to there. That's 3 steps ahead of the Griffins. Is it worth saving our spells for Bless? So these guys have 6 to 12 damage. Would do a lot with Bless. These guys 1 to 2. These guys 3 to 4. So Blessed Centaurs are pretty good. These guys Blessed 5 to 10, also pretty good. Bless might be better. Lasts for 4 rounds. So these are 6 speed, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this spot should be fine. Let's save our spell points, let's go forward. They go for Curse, they pretty much take out our Centaurs in 1 shot, and then they go defensive. Okay, I think we're going to be forced to go forward. You get morale, which is nice. Maybe not needed though. Okay, so if we bless these again, it's not really going to make much difference, I think. Let's actually have a look. What skills do these have? Just the blind, they don't have the aura of magic resistance. So magic arrow does do quite a nice amount. Bless. The thing is, I think they probably attack these next, the Great Druids. So the bless doesn't help us too much. I think we just go for this. Wow. We did way more damage than I thought. That's actually really nice. Not very safe to go forward. But I guess they can probably reach the griffins anyway. Yeah, let's just go forward. Straight forward. Then we kill these off. These do come to attack us, and they do manage to blind, kind of unlucky. Gonna magic arrow these again. Okay, no retaliation to worry about. Should have maybe gone for a better block, but never mind. These guys can move next. We can attack the unicorns. 8 of these against 11 unicorns. Should be a loss for us. If we go for bless. It's going to take us up to 3 kills, which is still not really in our favor. Did they curse us? What did they do? They did curse us, so we should have gone for bless on these. We can still do that. So these guys have 5 speed. If we move straight back, I don't think they can reach us. Yeah, we're just going to move straight back. They do decide to kill off the griffins. Not going to go for the attack. Okay, so at this point we can go for bless and we can do loads of damage. I'm not too worried about those unicorns. I mean, I am worried about the unicorns. I'm not too worried about the druids. But yeah, we go for bless. That removes the curse, and we now do 10 kills if we go for this attack. They go for curse again. Okay, that kind of sucks. We want to attack the unicorns with both of these 2 stacks at the same time, so haven't really got much choice except to move up, although we do want to reach the druids because we have to kill them somehow. They are going to go defensive. Okay, we kill another one off, and let's move forward. Okay, so unicorns can be reached, but I think we don't do that this round. This round we go for these instead. Weaken those a lot. They go for the minotaurs, they kill 3 off. This is looking slightly dangerous, but if that curse wears off, wow, it lasts for 5 more rounds. That curse is really bad. Chance of a kill on this. We do get one. Let's go for these. Do get 2 kills. Go for this attack. Kill those off. They go for the hydras, and I'm hoping that's slightly in our favor. Just gotta go for the attack, I think. How much health do we have? 45 health left. Let's go for this. Okay, clearly in our favor. Do take a few losses, but we get blinded. It's wondering when we finally get to attack. There we go. Alright, so we do win. We get the endless sack of gold, the power ring, some other good stuff, and we level up, we get luck, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because we've taken such heavy losses, but we've taken out by far our biggest opponent. And are we now strong enough to go for this attack? Is this town strong enough to defend itself? Not entirely sure. We do have the gargoyles available to recruit. So yeah, I think we do actually want to move north. Then this guy pulls back towards the town. He's going to pick up some more units, but first we go across to this, and we're going to pick up a bit of a force from this town. So this upgrade is 2,000, this one's 1,500. I think let's go for Master Swordsman. Pull all these together, and I'm sure we can't really afford too much, but let's at least pick these up. Yeah, we need to wait at least a couple more turns. Build up the numbers there some more. Then we can go aggressive towards yellow. Feel like that's our best option. Okay, so let's pass across the archers, and let's take a peasant. That should work. Okay, this guy doesn't really have too much to do. I think we're just going to visit this, then go south. Try and bait yellow's attack. Alright, this guy next is just going to go towards this, and Jezebel has to stay put for now, but if we go into the town we can at least upgrade a couple of these units. Okay, let's see what they do. So yellow is on the move, is maybe coming to attack us, but if they attack us, we'll go back and attack them, so that should be okay. Alright, so Jojosh not currently threatened, which is good. He does have some units I want to pass across. Question is, who do we care more about attacking? So yellow has been pretty weak throughout, he's not really a problem. Income level, we have 11,000 to spend. I think, despite everything, we still want more to take on blue than we had to take on yellow. So, let's actually recruit some of this stuff. So in terms of breaking blue's town, I guess just having strong bulky units is the best we can do. Upgraded bridge is kind of expensive. Like, not absolutely expensive, but just considering how few trolls we have. Still, I think we go for that. We upgrade these. Pick up some of these. Is that enough? I'm not really sure, but I want to pass these units across for sure. Then Jezebel is going to stay put for at least one more turn. This guy goes south. Okay, so defense level, we're not really sure. Let's just see what they have. So, several power liches, several mummies, some random sorceress units. Oh, that's blue, that's why, of course. So blue's taken that town, so yellow is really pretty much out of the game. So we can attack whoever we like. I think we will try and attack both towns at once. That means we move in this direction. It's going to be at least 3 turns to reach this. But I think we have to try it. No sign of any well on the way. Okay, so Jezebel goes aggressive against this. We're clearly not strong enough just yet. So for now, let's just end the turn there. Thundax does get attacked. We just accept that. Then blue wipes out yellow. Okay, yellow apparently still lives for now. No, yellow's gone. Okay, there we go. So if we go for this next, we still need... Ah, we're so close. That's such a bummer. Still need one more turn. I guess it doesn't make any difference to the defenders. So we're going to pass all of this stuff across, and I think let's swap out the wolves for the ogres. I think that's the right choice. For the goblins, even. Okay, then Jacqueline goes to the north. We're going to grab ourselves some experience because we can. Should have probably also gone for the luck. Let's go for leadership in this case, and let's go for that attack. Then, moving back to this, 7,000 to spend. I think we do just start spending that, although they're probably coming to attack us down towards the south. So there's Ergun now. So this town's going to be kind of hard to defend. But if we can take 2 of his towns and he takes 1 of ours, that's still a good trade, of course. So yeah, I think this town, we're just going to recruit some more units. So we're very close to affording the rest. I think we want to maintain pressure. So we're just going to trade. We're not going to be upgrading our mage guild. 645, that's not very good, is it? No, it's 3 more, that's not too bad. One of the things I find weirdly hard to get used to with this game is that pikemen are kind of good, but also kind of bad. Like, they're bad for their unit level, but they're good compared to pikemen in Heroes 3, which are of course level 1 units. In this game, they're level 3. Okay, so we want, what, like 400? Is that enough? Near enough. We leave 1 pikeman behind, I think that's fine. I do want to just go for the attack, although I'm not sure this is strong enough. How's the spellcasting? Pretty weak. She looks like a mage, but she's a barbarian. So pretty bad spellcaster. Still, if they come to attack us, I'm pretty sure they can't defend and attack at the same time. So let's just go put the pressure on. So yeah, blue is coming to attack and does go back to defend. Is this strong enough to hold us off? Perhaps. Can we hold this off? Really doubt that. Really don't think we can win that. Level 4 knight. He comes with archery, comes with luck, and leadership. And this is just a basic sorceress. Okay, I think we recruit this guy. And I think we recruit as many of these as we can. Okay, this is not going to be the best defense, but I think we have to try it. I don't know what they have in here, but I'm pretty sure we will be strong enough, so we're just going to throw ourselves in. Okay, a win is expected, but some relatively heavy losses. Let's see what we can do. So their druids are going to move first. They do go for the attack on the trolls, and they do get lucky. Do take quite a few losses, but we break through pretty quick. Okay, so 10 spell points. Let's just go for the... on these. 4 to 5 kills, we go for this, so we kill them off. Unicorns come down. These guys move down too. I do want to kill these off because they're so weak. I wonder if the block technique works in this game too. We're going to try it. Although we do want to kill them off as soon as possible. See if they come out. No, okay. Let's just move in. Gonna take a few more shots. There we go. Just the one shot from the Citadel doesn't do too much damage or whatever it's called. We're going to go for basic diplomacy, and we have pretty much safely and fully secured this side of the map. If we check this town, we have a look at their well. They've already picked everything up, so there's no point hanging around. Let's move straight back towards the south. Let's move Jojosh back to the town in case we need a defender. We're going to send Jezebel straight to the south. She still needs a few more rounds to reach them. I'm pretty sure we're strong enough to take this on. In fact, I don't think there's much debate. So that should be completely fine. Holding on to this is going to be really difficult, perhaps too difficult. But we should at least do some good damage. Okay, let's end the turn there. Blue chooses not to attack us. Okay, that's unexpected. They're going to have to attack us somewhere, and I'm guessing they're going to go for this town, which is also a problem because we've already recruited some things from this town. There should be some defenders left to recruit. Nah, just wolves and goblins, that's not going to be enough, is it? Okay, what else could we do? So we can pick this guy up. He's not even that good. A few extra units, but doesn't really matter. Okay, we're going to come back with our wolves, and we are going to pick up as much as we can. So we go for the goblins, we go for the wolves. So pretty weak force, but we do have the towers to help us out. Almost certainly not going to be enough, but Jacqueline doesn't have to go towards the dungeon town. Warlock town, even. Jacqueline doesn't have to go towards that. He can, or she can. It must be a woman, surely, Jacqueline. She can go towards the barbarian town. So yeah, she's one turn off reaching that, so that's fine. Then Jezebel goes towards this. Now has unknown defenders, because it's pretty obvious Ergun is giving up. Okay, we end the turn there. Blue is coming towards Jojosh. Let's grab the town first. Pretty heavy losses, but there is of course a defense in there, so not too surprising. Okay, now we park ourselves in the town, and they have to attack one of our towns at some point. And he's come straight towards Jacqueline, which is really surprising because I feel like we're obviously stronger. How are my spell points? 13. I'm willing to try this because even if we lose, we do enough damage that we should be able to hang on to our towns. And a win is expected. We are going to fight this one out because this is pretty much the final fight. Okay, so let's magic arrow these first. And kill them off. Okay, these will go straight forward. Sprites do fly across and attack us, but we can kill them off. And kill these off too. Okay, War Trolls are pretty close to dead. We get 1 to 2 kills if we go for this. Then next move is these guys. They can move 5 spaces, and there's not really too much we can do about that. Then the unicorns move. Yeah, I feel like... I guess we slow these. Is that enough? Slow them down by 3, so yeah, that should be fine. Then we go for this attack, we do kill them off. These guys choose to go for the ogres. I wasn't sure which of the two they'd go for, which is why I wasn't sure whether to stone skin the hydras or the ogres. Okay, we kill these off. This is looking pretty safe. These guys skip their turn. Might have been strong enough, but not going to risk it. Try and kill these off. Let's have a look. 1 to 3 kills. If we go for Bless, that should guarantee the kill. Then we kill these off. Okay, so that guy is dead. That was pretty straightforward, and their only option now is to move towards us and attack us with Ergun. And Ergun is obviously not very strong. We can't reach him though. So, gotta wait here for a turn. Is he going to throw himself into an attack? He's going to go for some kind of attack, but he's left it way too late. So we block his path. End the turn there. He tries to move back. At this point, hopefully Jezebel can chase him down. We can also pick up some units if we want to. So let's have a look at our options for that. So 4 liches. They are just basic liches, not power liches. 4 liches may be worth going for, but no, we're fine. Let's just go for this attack. Should be easily winnable. This literally is the final fight, so we'll play this out. These guys can fly across, but they will be killed. So let's go for this. 4 speed on these, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go to here, that should be fine. They do come in for the attack. Can still kill them off next round. 2 kills, I think this is worth going for. I think... not really sure who we go for here. I'm gonna try this. Doesn't kill them off. Maybe we should have done that on the goblins. Yeah, because we don't kill this off, but never mind. Okay, these guys can go forward. 10 mutant zombies, we get 4 kills on those. They have 4 speed, so we should be able to just hang back. These guys go down to defend. Mutant zombies come up. These can kill these off. These skip their turn. These are down to 3, let's just pull back, I guess. Then we skip. Those can't reach us. These skip too. These kill these off. These skip. These come down. These skip. And at this point, should be able to wear them down pretty quick. Next round begins. We go for this attack, we kill them off, and that is them dead. And that should be the end. So yeah, blue has been defeated, and we get to the victory screen, which has not been expanded to the full resolution, which is fine, of course. So yeah, that was the map, the clearing, and we are going to stick ourselves on the leaderboard. We go right to the top. 43 days, pretty long for a small map, but that was kind of a weird map because it's so open, 4 opponents surrounding you. Anyway, that is Fheroes2. That is what it's like if you're curious how it works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to do more Heroes2 in the future, so do let me know if you're interested in seeing that. If you'd like to try Fheroes2, I will leave a link in the description to the GOG page for Heroes of Might and Magic 2, where you can buy the game using my affiliate link. It does support the channel, and you also will need files from that in order to download and use Fheroes2. And I'll also include any other relevant links I can think of. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.